only day in my life. You know me, my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
There you go. 54-8. Mike 54. Now I run. You got tape. You got tape. You got tape right there. Check 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott, and there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's Olawale. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Complete to Jason Witten. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
Check. Watch 54. Come to my work.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. And right away, he lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. To throw is Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game.
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Topper! Hey, no, easy. Hey, seam 6.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Danielle Hunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it with Olawale. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some room to run now. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
He's checking.
Here's Cousins, and this is Cook with the ground. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 27 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Keep playing hard. There we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Prescott now, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.